Morning everyone, this is Rahul Sharma, a Vedic practitioner from Chicago. Today I will be discussing the topic Grow the Power of Joy and Happiness for Everlasting, and this has been taken from a very old printout from Gurudev Pandit Shriram Sharma Acharya, Akhand Jyoti, which is their monthly magazine. The issue was June 1950 and page 30. It fortunately just republished in this month Akhand Jyoti, which I just received from India. So those who are interested in this kind of topic, they should definitely subscribe for Akhand Jyoti monthly magazine publishing from Haridwar headquarters, Shantikunj. And it's great to see some of the old document which is still relevant in today's days. And if you could have really read, understood, followed, no one would have any issue with thinking about the joy and happiness. It will be everlasting. So let's understand how we can grow the power of happiness as per the Gurudev short article. We all know that every single day we look for everlasting joy and happiness. The myth is we are searching happiness at the wrong places. We think that eating outside in a nice restaurant, having a drink, spending time in bar, dance, shopping, entertainment in various form, accumulating electronic gadget, toys, cars, boats, and traveling in various places is going to give us happiness. Yeah, it might give a temporary, very short-term pleasure, I would say, more of a pleasure, which we can feel with our sensual organs, but that's not really a true happiness. And that's the reason we are lost, and we keep continue to spend money and time in looking for the happiness and the joy. What Gurudev has mentioned as a fact is how do we awaken the deep everlasting happiness which is within our mind. So let's understand the science behind it. The true happiness will come only with the restful mind. So why we are not having the restful mind, understand that part. The root cause for our restless mind today is more than 40,000 thoughts are flying in a day, and we do not know how to manage them. So Gurudev has mentioned something known as thought transformation or Vichar Kranti Abhiyan that perfectly fit with this solution towards the permanent happiness. The mind is naturally restless. It avoids, and when mind is restless, it avoids any task that the mind focus and the effort. So we are really not even happy in our work also, at home also. So the solution is the taste of joy can only be savored through a pure and prepared mind. A steady mind can then filter out the negative thoughts and absorb only the positive. So we need to prepare our mind and intellect for that. So one must attempt to make their intellect pure. That's the root solution for that. But for that it requires concentration, and concentration can be achieved only through practicing the meditation. So that's why the spiritual angle is coming through there. But there is also mentioned in the short article is the mind and intellect have two doors through which they operate. The root of both lies in the Chintan. Chintan is the deep thought, the contemplation of the deep thought about any specific topic. The Chintan creates internal blueprint that form the mental patterns, and that become the sanskars. We call it deep mental impression or sanskars, and that's how they carry towards the many lifetime. Whatever a person thinks about consistently, that stays an imprint as a habit or a tendency in their subconscious mind. And once a sanskar is formed, the mind and intellect automatically start functioning accordingly. So this is the cycling process. So we need to stop at one point and then start reversing our thing. So for creating the everlasting joy and happiness, we have to do the reverse engineering now. So reverse your current distractions due to the negative thoughts and form the process of forming the positive sanskar. That is the key for everlasting happiness. If you repeatedly think, or we call it meditation, about something, your mind begins to reflect that. Then slowly your inner nature starts aligning with those thoughts. As you must have watched my earlier videos, our thoughts come from this area, thoughts govern our action covers the result, and that's our karmic account is being formed. So by reversing our thought, we call it thought transformation or thought revolution. By meditating on the positive and happy events, we are changing our deep emotions, intellect, and our sanskars. Gayatri tapasya and meditation uh, brings your scattered energy into a strength, and as our focus grow, our mind is started deflecting from outside world to the inner world of peace. That's a very basic, simple fundamentals of getting the happiness. So as an action item, it's very easy. Anybody can start getting control. If you're starting first time, start creating a log of all your distracting thoughts for a week, which is 40,000 thoughts coming. Whatever you can remember, just start logging towards the end of the day. What kind of thoughts you are getting? Are you having fear? Are you having depression? And for what reason? And that you will start forming a pattern within a week's time. Then close door for all those negative thoughts which is making you restless, such as any gossiping, jealousy, revenge feeling, social media, news channel, TV, movies with violence, sex, abusive language. All this which are going into your brain, they have no way to come out. The only things they are going to making you restless in the night, in the daytime. Then as a reverse engineering, consciously add input of positive thoughts and vibrations by reading self-developed books. Thus, you to develop a habit. We call it satsang, or we can call it swadhyay, but basically it's all about reading and associating with people who are positive minded and they're happy minded. They're not going to throw any garbage. They're only going to talk about the positive thing, good things happening in the life around them, in the world, and there are a lot of good things are happening, in fact. So consciously add those things and watch clean, happy comedy shows. Find time to go outside in nature, walk whenever you get time during lunch break or your morning and evening time. Witness early morning rising sun. Wake up early. You will feel the beauty of the nature. Beaches. Go to garden as much as you can, and have flowers, and you will feel the happiness of the flowers there. And then start guided meditation. There is a video from Gurudev in Hindi. I have translated that into English also. The guided meditation, Gurudev's voice guide you to focus on the early morning rising sun, the Gayatri Mantra in between, and all the positive thing about our body. But you can also add some custom instructions to add more of the happiness and the joy happening within you and within your family, so you can feel more about it. If you have any further questions and you need any guidance, feel free to send me an email at rahulrenusharma@gmail.com or write comment under my video. Thank you.